I think I know why many Christian women are still single. And strangely, I think Christian men are a big part of the problem. Before you click away, this is not a video of me attacking a Christian man. I can't do that. I'm a Christian man myself. But over the past few years, I think I've noticed something that I just cannot ignore anymore. You see, I've seen many amazing Christian ladies who genuinely love the Lord, who are beautiful, who are intelligent, supportive, prayerful, and most importantly, ready for marriage. But they can't find anybody, or they haven't found anybody. They're still waiting. And on the flip side, I've also seen many Christian men who are ready to be married. They're praying for a wife. They're looking everywhere. They've looked in church. They've even joined dating sites, asking people to connect them to somebody, connect them to this and that. But they are actively ignoring some of the best women that are already in their lives. And I think I know why. If you're new here, my name is Goodness Eze, and on this channel we have honest conversations about faith, about relationships, and about personal growth from a biblical perspective. And if that's your kind of content, please consider subscribing to the channel and liking the video. Now, I think one of the biggest myths that many Christian men have somehow believed is that their wives will appear dramatically. Like, we'll just moonwalk into their life in a very dramatic way, and then they're going to be like, oh, voila, there she is, or, she'll just walk into church one day and then you just see like a halo on her head, and you just have an epiphany, and then you feel like, yes, this is it. It almost never happens. In reality, however, God places the right people around us long before we even recognize them. But therein lies the problem, because you see, they're already around us. And so because they're already around us, we just stop seeing them. You see, where I'm from, here in Nigeria, we have a very funny expression. We call it see finish. Now, what is see finish? It simply means that you've become so familiar with somebody that you stop appreciating their value. And I honestly think many Christian men are suffering from this. So there's this amazing lady from your church or from your school, or maybe your colleague in office, or a friend, a childhood friend that you've known since forever. She's kind, she's mature, she's homely, she loves the Lord, she supports your vision, she's emotionally healthy. You know all of this. In fact, you know it so well that you even recommend her to your other, single guys, and you're like, there's this guy, she's all that, so she's this and that. But you never actually stop to say, okay, hold on a minute. If she's this amazing, why not for me? And why? Because she's so familiar. She's just your friend, and you've never considered the possibility of her being anything more than that. And then one random lady just maybe walks into your church one day, or walks into your office one day, and then you speak to her once or speak to her twice, and then you're totally convinced that someone who you just met is your wife. Why? Because she's new, she's mysterious, she's exciting. But the truth is, new does not necessarily mean better. Sometimes it just means unknown. And I'm not saying that every friendship should automatically become marriage. Absolutely not. But my point is, you see, friendship has already answered many of the questions that dating is supposed to answer. Because think about it. If she's already your friend, it means you already know how she treats people. You already know if she's respectful. You already know how she reacts under pressure. You already know how consistent she is. You already know if she actually really loves God, or she just talks about God. You've already seen her true character, and that is a huge advantage, because character is difficult to fake over time. You can only pretend for so long. If you have bad character, your friends will know, and if you have good character, your friends will know. So then, why do many guys look elsewhere? I think it's because a lot of us have confused excitement with actual compatibility. You see, while women treat marriage like a business, women decide very analytically who to get married to, like a business decision. Men, most of us decide based on fireworks, butterflies. You hear a lot of men, like, how many times have you heard a man say something like, as I saw her, I knew immediately that she's my wife. You hear it a lot of the times. And I'm not just talking about discernment where the Holy Spirit ministers to you and say, oh yeah, that's the person. That's not what I'm talking about. A lot of guys, it's just butterflies. It's just fireworks. We oftentimes think that love has to start with overwhelming emotion. But hey, some of the strongest marriages that I have seen that exist did not start with fireworks. It started with friendship. It started with respect, with trust, with shared values. And hey, I know these things may not look, nice on Instagram, but they'll carry a marriage much farther than chemistry alone. So if you're a Christian man looking for someone to spend the rest of your life with, before you widen your search, ask yourself, look around you, who already believes in you so much, who has consistently supported you, who already understands the values you stand for, who already knows your flaws but still respects you? Who do you naturally enjoy talking to? Who challenges you spiritually? Who makes your life easier and not more complicated? Now, I'm not saying that if you find someone that ticks all these boxes, then the person is automatically your wife. I'm saying don't overlook what God has already placed within reach. Pray about it. Think about it honestly. Be honest with yourself and also seek wise counsel. And for ladies, there are many frustrated ladies already. And honestly, I understand why. Because sometimes it feels like we guys, we don't notice what is right in front of us. But here's what I would encourage you to do. Don't become bitter. Don't become desperate. Don't get too frustrated. And don't assume that because a guy has not noticed you, then there's probably something wrong with you. Because sometimes the truth is that he hasn't actually noticed, like honestly. Because you see, men can be incredibly oblivious to their environment. You'll be shocked. If you admire someone, just find a way to create opportunities for. If the person is your friend, continue to show up for the person. A lot of people say that you have to, like stop being friends so that the person will take you away from the friend zone. Personally, I don't believe in all of those things. I think you need to still continue to show up for the person, spend time together in group settings, be genuinely interested in his life, encourage him, don't manipulate him, don't play mind games like many ladies like to do. Just be authentic, just be yourself. And if he still doesn't see you after all of that, then that's also fine, because it's not every friendship that would wind up leading to marriage. So yeah. And no, I'm not saying every Christian guy should get married to his female best friend. No. And I'm not saying every Christian lady secretly admires or secretly has a crush or likes her male best friend or anything. That's not the point. The point is, before you convince yourself that there are no right women around you, like take a honest look. Take a good, hard look at your environment. Before you assume that God has not answered your prayers, look around, because sometimes the person you've been praying to God for has also been praying to God for you. She already knows your dreams. She already believes in your future. She already believes in your vision. She already laughs at your terrible jokes, but you just never really looked. But I'd love to really hear your thoughts. Do you think familiarity makes us overlook the right people around us? Or do you think I'm completely wrong? Let me know in the comments. And if you've enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. And do well to share it to somebody who has been ardently waiting for the one. I think this video would really, really help them. And I'll see you in the next one. God bless you. Adios.